Hey everybody, it's Aaron, and I'm finally back with I was gonna say first episode, but that ain't right. Excuse me, with the first episode in a while of my Pixelmon series, and like I mentioned in my I'm back video, we are now in the new patch for Pixelmon 2.5.2, I think, and the new next major patch for Pokeloot, which is 1.6, I believe. And as always, you can find links to the website where that stuff is all at below. Um, and so we're still in Minecraft 1.6.4 whatever. This has not been updated to 1.7 yet, which I eagerly await, but it has not happened yet. So today we are going to go explore some new chunks, mainly because I was hoping to see if we can't find some of the new Pokeloot related items. And just because I thought a change of pace might be interesting. So welcome to the Nether here. I honestly don't recall if I have ever been out here with you guys. I don't think so. Let me modify my sound a little bit. So I have not done a ton of exploring, but I took some time the other day to carve a lot of this out. Mainly in preparation for future seasons of this series primarily, because I don't plan, unless there's something really, really insane that happens, I don't plan on necessarily starting a whole new map again. And so this is the nether portal we're going to take. I have started taking all the cobblestone that I have gotten from my mining and stuff and started to build a massive pathway that direction. And it goes for quite a ways. And I will continue to do so for a long time. See, this goes down and then it turns into a big path that direction. But we're not going to explore that today. Mainly because I'm trying to get across a massive chasm and it's not done yet. And so I'm saving that for like the 1.7 upgrade, and we will probably move the whole base of operations to the new area over there. But for today, we're going to check out this place. I've brought some stuff. We're going to build a quick shelter here. And we are a pretty good ways away from everything. I checked the coordinates previously to make sure that we had actually gone a good ways, and we have. So, as you can see, there's an onyx, there's a matang down there. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and pause the video here for you folks right quick while I build a very quick kind of base of operations. Just so that you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do that, because really that's pretty darn dull and you've seen me do that before. New shovel. Oh, I hate it when I have weird laggy stuff like that happen. Okay, so there. Now maybe that's actually broken. Alright, I will see you guys very shortly. And we're back. And I'm done. And it's pretty basic. But as you can see, I got a healing table and computer here. Some pretty basic stuff. I do not have a bed here. I don't know. I may end up regretting that. We'll see. If I beat up some Mareep or something. I am also cooking some sand right now to get glass, because I'll put some windows in here, because I hate having a house without windows. But anyway, for now, we are going to do some adventuring around here. We've got a nice forest over there. I have not really explored this area, mainly because I wanted to check it out with everybody else. I didn't want to have a ton of knowledge of what the hell I'm seeing. So we got some Beldum and Alarion. Some really cool new stuff. So I'm not sure where to begin. I guess we will just kind of run around and we'll probably catch some Pokemon here. Plenty of Magikarp. Oh yeah, I haven't messed with my settings again, so we will be seeing more water spawning Pokemon in this episode. I will try to remember to change it, because I prefer not to have a ton of them. I prefer the fishing pole thing nowadays, just because it helps keep the number of entities on the server, or not, well, it's not a server, but the number of entities within my game a little bit lower. So I thought this was more. Well, that is a forest over here. So we're gonna check this forest out, I think. And with any luck, maybe we will find a hidden grove. There must be lava over here. Oh yeah. Because there is flaming stuff. That's Chikorita. I do not have... I wonder if I forgot to do that. I don't have a false swiper at the moment, and I can't remember if Parasect was supposed to learn it or not, because I have him with me for some reason. So I don't remember, but that's alright. Should go to a jungle and catch a Scyther and use him as my false swiper. Oh hey, so here's a new... This is a good thing to show. There's a new level of boss that they added, and it's green. And it is now the newest low level boss, replacing blue. I think blue moved up a tier. So we beat the boss, and now this is the cool thing. You get cool new stuff. Like, it goes directly into your inventory now. Nice, some nice stuff out of here too, and a moonstone, which is awesome. And as you can see, it is now in my inventory already, which is pretty darn cool. I do believe they said bosses are now uncatchable. You cannot catch them at all. So, as has been said before, since catching isn't their purpose, beat the hell out of them. Pidgeotto hasn't been updated, unfortunately. I will look forward to that update. Some Growlithe, which we've already got one. I'm trying to keep my house... Did I bring my... Yes, I did. I was gonna say... Using one of my item finders would be a good thing right now. Okay, so one of the things we haven't really messed with... I think that's a Matang over here. Well, so let's talk about another thing real quick. So I've got my running shoes on. They're no longer a potion effect. So as you can see, there's no longer the potion thing up here. They actually modify your speed now, which is awesome in my opinion. Ah, it's a Beldum, darn it. How come all the Beldum we keep seeing are in combat? I wouldn't mind catching a Beldum. Maybe someday. So we'll take a look. So I intentionally trained a Fearow, or I caught a Spearow on camera in one of the earlier episodes of this season, specifically so that we could do things like this. Whee! And I think that might be a Pokeball right there. Nope, flower. But, so I now have the wondrous ability of flight. Yay, and I'm pretty sure this is where the house is. So this works a lot better in single player than it does... There it is, over there. This works a lot better in single player than it does multiplayer. Multiplayer is still janky to some extent, unfortunately. But it is an excellent method for single player traveling around, hands down. Like, you can travel pretty darn quickly. And that is awesome. So we're going to do a little bit of traveling here with my trusty Fearow. Let's go on beyond the hills a little bit and let's let some stuff spawn maybe. So there is a Pokeball right there. Way to go, Fearow. So one of the new things is, instead of just normal Pokeballs now for Pokeloot, you can find, I don't know if Great Balls are one of them, but you can find Ultra Balls and Master Balls, and apparently they have better loot. I have yet to see one, as they are rarer, and that would make sense. But that is supposed to be the case. Is Flygon? Oh, a jungle. Let's head over there. Let's see if we can find a Scyther. Because if we can catch a Scyther, that would be badass. So here are some Mareep. I don't know. I am not usually very lucky when it comes to finding Scyther, to be honest. I think every scyther I've ever seen, I have not been the one to see it. I am usually called in by one of my buddies who happens across one. So if you look across the way there, we can see a Gloom right there, and an Arbok. Something else that's kind of neat. I wonder if there is one of them around here. It's neat, and I hate it. I like it and hate it all at one time. And it's that yeah, right here. This is a leaf stone block, and if you look at it, you'll recognize that the pattern in it is the same as before. It's just that now the colors are tinted to match whatever tree they are in, thus making them harder to see. I don't think their spawn rate has been decreased any further, but I have spent a lot of time looking for them on my multiplayer server since the update, and I have yet to complete a full one, but it is probably just because I don't notice them as well, because they don't stand out. And that's one of those changes that is cool and also very frustrating at times. So, like I said, I have mixed feelings about it. But that's okay. Like I like I definitely like the fact that they're trying to go for more realism, and you shouldn't be able to see, like that kind of stuff should kind of blend in. That's the idea. So there's the new Pidgey model. It looks cool, and you can maybe, if we're lucky, we'll see it do it again. They now have separate models for flying and standing mode for some Pokemon, and they're working on the rest. So they have two different models now. See? There you go. And that's just another one of the really kind of cool features that they implemented in the last patch, and are, like I said, they're starting to do with many of the others, which is pretty neat. Alright, so let's... definitely gonna keep our eyes open here, because we might come across there's a pincer. Get over here. Let's catch the pincer. If I can not kill it, there's no guarantees there. Oh, come on. Oh, dang. I think we're just going to try and catch him. And yes, if you didn't notice when I opened my inventory earlier, I have a ton of Ultra Balls now, mainly because I've just been collecting that many for that long. So you can kind of see the new camera angles here. Overall, I think it's kind of nice. I'm not the biggest fan of the rotating thing because it just kind of gets dizzying after a while. Oh, I can put him to sleep. What the hell am I doing? Being a Nimrod. I forgot that's one of the reasons why I have Parasect with me is Spore. An excellent sleep-inducing move. I'm reluctant to hit him with too much because I'm pretty sure that he will get taken out with... Screw it. Yep, there he goes. Unfortunately, Fearow is fainted, and that's bad because unlike in the Game Boy games, you can still use Pokemon with HMs even when they're fainted. That is not the case with Fearow in this game, which means my flyer is now out of commission, which means that I now have to run home. And that sucks in about every way possible. I'm also annoyed at the moment because it's getting dark out. I don't know what the heck I'm hearing. So that was disappointing. See an apple down there. So let's see. We will look around here. Let's see if we can find a Venomoth. I'm not really worried about catching a Venomoth though at the moment. Wonder where that... So Bellsprout and Oddish are a pain in the butt anymore in the jungle because they're usually not too big. There's the Oddish. We're gonna just try and straight up catch him. I do want an Oddish or a Bellsprout. I want both, but I do need a Leaf Stone, I guess, now that I think about it, so alright. So we've got Oddish. Let's take a look at Oddish real quick. Small, unfortunately. Darn. But that's one thing down. Now let's keep looking around a little bit. Hey, a village. We'll go check that out before the end of the episode here. But I will admit, I did not start the timer for my episode, so I have no idea where I'm at on time. And I know that is so uncommon for me to do. I told myself I was going to do better, and I forgot. Because I'm liable to do that. I was kind of hoping we might get lucky and find a scythe through here, but there's a weeping bell somewhere around here. Tangela. Or Tangela, depending on who you are. So let's go check out that village. We'll see if there's a blacksmith there maybe, and maybe we'll find something interesting. Otherwise, we will call this episode. I'll run back to my little camping spot and get healed up and stuff, and maybe I'll trek back out here and we'll start the next episode out here again too. Poor Trapinch is having some trouble. Magmar. But I'll come back out here and maybe we'll spend another episode kind of wandering around this direction. So there's a blacksmith, so maybe we'll find something kind of cool in here. You never know. And we found nothing cool, really. I'm going to take the chest, though, because I'll put it back at the other place. So, there it is, folks. This is the village. Hello. Hi. I could steal their books, but I'm not going to. So, we've got plenty going on here. So, that's this is the end of the first episode of well, it's still season 2. I'm not going to change the season, because there's no point yet. But, we will continue our quest to check out some of the new Pokeloop features. Another thing we're going to do while we're here is we're going to do a little bit of caving, mainly because the new the fossil and firestone, I think is what it was, spawn rates have been increased. And so I wanted to find new chunks to be able to hopefully find some fossils for once. Because we're going on about a season and a half now of not seeing any fossils, not even new fossils, just any. And that sucks. That is a Charmeleon, I bet. And it is. That flame up there is a Charmeleon. Although I'm more interested in catching a Charmander, to be honest. But that's just me. I have a personal preference for that. There's the lava near the house, so we aren't too far away. So we will I'll start wandering back this way. And since we're in Extreme Hills, we might get lucky and actually see a Charmander, because they tend to spawn there. At least in my experience, and I suppose that might be wrong anymore, I don't know. There's a Haunter around here. I do think it's kind of funny that I tend to run into ghosts when I'm out. 55. 60. So, I don't think we'll be lucky enough to find any fossils here. In fact, I'm not even going to spend the whole time. Oh yeah, there's way too much to dig out, so nope. Moving on. Alright, well, as always, take care of yourselves. Look forward to this, for this to continue. I realize this is not going up on a Monday. It's just the way things have worked out. The normal episodes will start going back up on Mondays again, starting with the next episode. So if you're a big fan of this series, pay attention to my feed on Mondays. Look forward to a new series I'm doing, or I'm going to be starting, and I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is a new, or it's not really new, it's new for me, but I think I'm going to start off with playing StarCraft. So if you are a fan of Blizzard games, or a fan of StarCraft, or just somebody that's interested in checking StarCraft out and seeing a little bit of the story and stuff, it'll be a good time to watch, because I'm not going to be giving any valuable strategies or anything, because I am not very good at RTS games, to be honest, but I love playing them. So that is what is up. As always, take care of yourselves, and I am lost. Go me. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And I'm back real quick, just because I happened to see this Pokeball right when I stopped the recording. It's a repeat ball. Da 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 da. Bye bye.